Good morning, welcome yourself in for another video with myself, Darren. The time is currently bright and early, 7 AM. And for today, we are in the lovely hire unit, which is a TGX 26.510 MAN. And since it's a Monday morning, never been in this vehicle before, we're going to give it really good checks today. Get right in there, make sure the tyre tread is all good. No damages to the side of the walls either. Cables are in good condition. Front tyre tread, really good. No loose nuts. And overall, no damage. Nice and clean on the inside. So that's one of the most important things. And of course, you can't forget the cup holder. Now we've connected to the trailer, we've got to do similar checks. Make sure the back doors are all okay. Nice and tight. Nothing's going to fall off. The box is all secured. Straps are all in good condition. And the tyres most of all, making sure the tyre tread is all good, no bulges, tears, rips on the sides. Overall, a nice trailer. And now the electric leads have all been connected along with the airlines. Just going around again, making sure the side lights are all working and all the electrics on the vehicle are working as well. Considering it's meant to be a class 1 multi-drop, I've got to say I've got it quite easy for today. We've got planned so far one delivery over in Omega North in Warrington, just near the big IKEA. If you're not from Warrington area, you might have drove past the M62, so it's just there. I've got one in Runcorn and one in Preston Brook. So overall, not a bad day. It's just about to reach 9 AM. We are booked in for 11 AM. So there's not been too much of a rush today. But hopefully we can get in nice and early and they will accept it prior 10:30. I'm hoping to be there for about 9:30, to be honest with you. It shouldn't take more than 30 minutes to get there. I can get a good head start on the day then. But my word, how nice has the weather been this week? This weekend was absolutely gorgeous. Really was. Didn't really do too much. Had a kids' party, had to attend. A little 4-year-old's birthday party at a play centre. Never fun, are they? But you do it for your little ones. You put up with it all. And then Sunday, just got some jobs done around the house. Got the garden anyway, since it was nice weather, clean the caravan, etc. Get that ready for the bank holiday weekend. So I think that's going to be the first time we can get away in it. Do hope everybody else had a great weekend though. Not using the sat nav today because I know where pretty much every single one of them are, so that's always good. And it's only the first job that has a timed booking. The rest of them just turn up when you can. And when you got nice weather like today, it makes such a difference when you're doing this job. It really does. You always feel a little bit more of a spring in your step, so to say. Talking about holidays though, has anybody got anywhere nice planned for this year? As I mentioned already, I've only got a couple of little getaways with a caravan. Got to try and save the holiday this year because little man starts primary school. Oh my god, he starts primary school in September. We find out next month which school he's going to be getting in. So I've got a week off in September for when he starts, just so I could be there for his first week, picking him up, dropping him off. That's going to be a little bit nerve-wracking. And my little lad is going to be 4 as well in July. God, where are them years gone? So maybe next year I might try and get away abroad when little man's a little bit older. I've always wanted to go to Japan. That's on my bucket list as such. So in about a year or two I might be going to Japan, try and get some money put to one side. And I've already got the green light from the wife that I can go there solo. So I might do a little bit of a travel vlog in about 2 year time, travelling to Japan. This little man's still going to be a little bit too young for it. I'm not getting any younger, and Leanne doesn't really want to go there. It's too far for her to fly. It's never appealed to her. Whereas myself, I've been wanting to go to Japan since as long as I can remember, to be honest. Fascinated with Japanese history. I think it's great. Nice little culture they got over there. Completely different from the UK, that is for sure. But if you have been to Japan, let me know down below. How did you get on with it? Did you like it? And would you recommend going there, or would you go back? Quite a lot of traffic at the moment. I'm hoping it's just a bit of congestion around the Haydock Island, but there is always accidents on this island. I've caught it on video quite a few times where people are going around the roundabout the wrong way, or just driving through the wrong set of lights when they turn green. So they're going through a red light thinking it's a green light, etc. Well, it's definitely a traffic hotspot, that's for sure. So you can see on the motorway to the right hand side on top of the verge, that's the slip road to come off for that island. And we're not exactly moving either, so it might take a little bit longer than 30 minutes to get there. Right, I think there might have been an accident. So I'm going to try and divert through the little back routes. Thank you very much for letting me out. It's not moving whatsoever down there. Now I need to try and get to the M62, so I'm going to go to the junction R2 down on the M6. Oh, actually I can go straight to the M62 where the B&Q is. Luckily I know the area like the back of my hand. So diversions are always nice and easy to do. Just depending on the traffic though, if everybody else starts to try and do the same thing I am. Just heading down towards Newton and Willows, and then I can cut down the long little drag. What will take me straight down to where that B&Q is in the M62. Just let me through. Thank you very much. After all, you've got to keep the wheels in motion, haven't you? Can't sit around in traffic for 20 minutes if you can get yourself around it. So far so good. Now coming up to the roundabout, if I do the left, that would go down towards the Haydock roundabout where all that traffic was. Oh my word, what is going on down here? Oh, I never knew this was going on. I would have avoided this lot, would have gone straight through St Helens and then came back with myself onto the M62. Luckily I timed it right for it to be a green light. Go on, go across. Oh, road head closed. And which way is that? Left. Okay, that's okay. So we're going straight down. And we're just following this road straight down now until we come to the B&Q. We'll jump on the M62 there. It's normally fairly quiet down this section. Just about to arrive at our first client and it's just hit 9:30. Driving past the big Every site. That's where I used to work back in the day. I used to work in the office there actually. You got brakes, you got the Scania dealership, and then right at the end is the place that we're going to. I think it's dropping off 6 pallets off the top of my head. But unfortunately, they can keep you quite a long time over at City Plumbing. I've been here for 2 or 3 hours in the past. So always make sure you got something to keep yourself entertained, just in case you do have a long wait. That's the biggest advice I could give anybody. And just take your time as well. Best way to avoid any accidents, take your time. Now I really hate these type of speed bumps where it's just a big concrete slab in the road. Especially down here, you drive over them at like 8 to 9 miles per hour and you just fly up, bounces you. Oh, we've got UPS down at the end now. Not sure how long they've been there for. Oh, a bit of tomato soup. A little bit of good news, not only is the weather fantastic this morning, but we've arrived on site. Transport is nice and clear, so we can get straight onto a bay. Arriving at job number 2, and it's just about to approach 11 AM. And the client's just down this road on the left hand side. A little bit of a tight one to get into. Put the hazard lights on. Need to park over on the right. Hopefully they'll see me. I'm in a different truck today because I'm in a white truck. I don't know if they're going to recognise me. Fingers crossed they do. Because we need the gate open so we can swing it in. Perfect, they've noticed. So I'm coming into this junction a little bit and then swinging it back out just so I can get a little bit of a better angle without going over the grass. And a nice big swing. Got to keep it far over as I can. So then the passenger side, we get through without causing any damage to the gate. The client where we are now over in Runcorn, there is 6 pallets getting delivered and we're collecting 10 pallets whilst we're here. So we could be here for about 25, maybe 30 minutes to get everything all done. So in the meantime, let's do a quick word by our sponsors for today's video. It is Outin. Portable espresso coffee machine. These are fantastic if you are walking about on hikes or you're just out and about in a truck like myself all day and you need a quick cup of coffee. There's nothing better than these. Nice slick design and fantastic packaging. Really impressed with this so far. And that is the coffee espresso machine right there. The portable espresso machine by Outin. It does come in several different colours, so there's one for your personal liking that you can choose from there. They're very lightweight with a very nice sturdy design. They are waterproof, so you can wash them in a sink if you wish to clean it down. Easy to carry around with you when you're hiking or in your trucks. You don't have to carry a kettle every time you start your shift, especially if you're one of the agency drivers or in a different truck every single day. It is just a lot more easier to carry this thing with you instead of all your equipment. To charge up, simply plug it in with a USB-C cable. And with a full charge, you can get approximately 3 to 5 cups of nice espresso. Depending on your personal choice of how you prefer your coffees, you can either ground your beans down into powder, slot them into there, and then you can fill them up. Or, as myself, because it's nice and handy, I've got one of these little capsules. Gently press down, screw it onto the bottom of the flask, add your cold water to the top. If you do prefer, you can use hot water instead, and that will save up the heating process time. Simply apply the lid, press down firmly, and then hold down the button for 2 seconds until it beeps. Wait for that light to go full, and about 2 minutes later, so nice and hot, pouring yourself a nice little espresso whilst you're on the road. Using the 20 bars of pressure the machine has, just look at that creamer right there. You can even make it into a latte as well, and it does tell you how to do that on the instructions for the packaging as well. If you do fancy picking up one of these espresso machines by Outin for yourself, links are down below and also a product code for you so you can get yourself a nice little discount. Enjoy. That's a tasty coffee. On the way out of the client, we need to make sure we do the same as what we did when we came in, leaving it nice and wide. Wait for the gate to open. When I exit, I'm going to be aiming for the little grass verge right in front. Not hitting the grass though, just to get close to the curb, and then using that little junction as a point that I can get a little bit more room on the truck so the trailer doesn't cut the corner. Right, and away we go. But before I go on to the next one, the time is currently 11:45, so I'm just going to pull over and take a 45-minute break. Over at Preston Brook, and the time is 1:45. We've had a 45-minute break, so now I don't need to worry about taking any more breaks for the rest of the shift. That's everything done and out of the way. And only around the corner now from our last client that we're making the delivery to. I can't remember how many pallets are off the top of my head. I think there's about 6, give or take. And I've got a collection already planned for after this, going straight over to Runcorn. Sorry, not Runcorn. Where are we off to actually? St Helens, that's the one. So we're going to St Helens, making a collection of 20 pallets. Now, I know what you're thinking, I've got 8 pallets already on, I'm collecting 20, but a trailer can only really take 26 pallets, your standard size pallets. However, I think the client I'm making a collection from, a lot of their pallets are Euros, which means I could get a total, if every single pallet was a Euro, I could get 36 pallets on. I've got 8 standard sized pallets already loaded, so I should be able to get 20 if the majority are Euro sized pallets. And worst case scenario, we've got a lot of rigids in the area, so if there's only 2 or 3 that need to be collected, we can send a rigid in shortly after myself has left. and then they can make the rest of the collection. So we can work around it if needed. Couple more minutes and we'll be at our final one. Just left on a roundabout and then left at the roundabout after that. Nice and easy day, isn't it, today? Hopefully the rest of the day goes just as smooth. I mean, I really need to stop jinxing myself. I do. Because you know what the driving game's like. You can be having a really nice and smooth day, and then all of a sudden there's an accident on the road somewhere and you get caught up for 25-30 minutes. And then you're chasing your tail the rest of the day. Just try and keep up as much as I can. Bit of a wide load there. Not the biggest yard here at Moet Transport, or Mamoet, shall I say. But off we go to St Helens. Hopefully the road is all nice and clear when we get there, because it can be quite a tight place to get in and out of. Not the client themselves, but just the road access is a little bit tight. I'm just wondering which way that tanker's going. It's turning in, so that's alright. I'm sorry if I pause a little bit whilst I'm talking, it's because I'm trying to concentrate on something else that's going on. Because there's a lot to take in when you're driving. Gotta make sure you got eyes and your neck is twisting around like an owl. To get St Helens from where I am now, the best route, I'm thinking, is probably going over the Runcorn. Actually, wait, no, I won't go over the Runcorn Bridge. Going around. Go jump onto the M6 and then go around. Which reminds me, actually, I need to ring up the office. I'll let them know I've gone over the Runcorn Bridge already, because I'm not in one of our units, I'm on a higher unit. So someone in the office can make the payment for the toll going over the bridge. So I don't get a big fine. Last thing I want is a big fine coming through, even though it won't be me paying it personally, but still, as a business, I can understand they wouldn't really appreciate a big fine either. Just creeping over a little bit so I can take up both lanes. It's going to be quite a tight left turn coming up. So I've got left indicator on so all the drivers know behind where I'm going. Approximately about half a mile away now from the client. And the time is 10 to 2. Okay, they've moved over and waited, thank you. Time, mate. It's quite a nice pub, doesn't it? The Mill House. straight across these two roundabouts, and it's going to be the second or third right. I might have to shunt a couple of times as well whilst getting loaded, because they can only load me up from one side. So I'll have to do one side and then move over to the other side of the road so they can start loading up the driver's side. Thank you. And hopefully it's nice and clear when I get to the end of this road. So we need to drive around the estate so I'm facing the right direction to get out. Is he moving or staying? I think he's got to be staying there, isn't there? Oh, it's not too bad considering I've had it quite a lot more busier around here than what it is at the moment, so that's good. Fairly busy on this section. Just being very careful of the overswing for the headboard. I'm just going nice and slow. Normally the other corner it was quite bad, not that one. And should be able to just pull it up here on the right hand side. There's not a lot of space for me to get loaded though. Pretty much having to block the whole road at the moment. Got our hazard lights on. First section's been loaded. Rear is getting loaded up now because we've got 8 pallets that are in the middle, and then I need to reverse it right next to that car over there. Luckily though, it was only blocked for about 2 minutes, and now we're back loading up this side. I'm back at the yard now and I need to get unloaded, but before I can get unloaded, I've got all these labels to put on. That is right, I've got 20 different pallets to go through, put labels on and try and find the right batch number to match the label to go on. So it could take quite a bit, this. Just making the collection now from the client around the corner from us, and sod's law, these pallets are what I'm taking tomorrow to Newcastle. So it's going to be a night out tomorrow, driving up to Newcastle, making delivery there, then I've got 4 pallets getting delivered to somewhere else. And in the morning, I've got a collection over in Carlisle. So much for an early finish anyway. Time is now 5:20 and we're just waiting for the last pallet to get loaded up. And once that pallet has been loaded, I can then go to the hub, unload, and then that is it, job done. I don't have to travel back to Haydock because I started over at the hub today. And tomorrow I get my truck back. Yay, finally back on the road. It's not going to be too bad having a night out. I've got all my comforts with me, such as the overnight bag, I've got the cooker, I've got my kettle, I've got my power pack, so everything that I need for tomorrow night, I'm all sorted for it. And on that note, I am going to call it a day for the video. So thanking you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to hit that like, comment and subscribe. And thank you for everybody that do watch them. I really do appreciate all the support. So thanking you very, very much. Have a great day. Have a great week. And as always, keep on trucking.